Here we go. Hello, I'm really glad you're here. I'm Amy, and this is Amy's Wild Cards. This is the podcast where I interview people who I think are my friends with a deck of cards filled with random questions I have created. This deck in here will be shuffled at the beginning of each interview, and whatever questions come up in whatever order is completely up to fate. We're going to laugh, maybe cry, possibly be offended. Let's get into it. Today, my friend Jocelyn is here.
Hello.
Okay, so a deck of 251 cards is very hard to shuffle. So I spent like at least 20, not at least 20, at least 10 minutes shuffling them like on my bed upstairs because it's just so much. So I would like to go with the shuffle, and I had you in mind when I did the shuffle.
Oh.
So I'd like to go with the shuffle I have here.
Okay.
Unless you want me to shake it up a little more.
No, we'll do whatever you want to do.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Good.
I've been waiting very patiently for this day.
Yay. Why is it that you can be smart, beautiful, funny, successful, have friends, and still be unhappy?
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, this is a really interesting question because it literally goes hand in hand with what I've been pondering a lot in life lately. You know what I think is the biggest thing that makes us happy?
Tell me.
Is really understanding who you are.
Oh.
Like really, really knowing
Not
who
community, which is what I've heard a lot.
community is a part of that, right?
Okay.
But okay, so community. If you know who you are, then you'll understand who your people are.
Yeah, that's good.
You feel me? Because I just recently got out of a breakup, as you know, got out of a relationship, as you know. And it's really interesting because I was beating myself over the head like, what? Like, I can't believe I messed this up. It's all my fault. And now that I'm out of the relationship and looking back, I'm realizing he didn't have emotional depth.
Yeah.
And I'm a very emotionally deep person.
Yeah.
And ever since I just kind of accepted that that's who I am, the last few months, I've been very cognizant of like making sure that I connect with people that I feel like can actually hold my emotional depth. And it's been an absolute game changer.
Amazing.
So I think that happiness comes from really knowing and accepting who you are and then living life based off of that.
That's great.
Yeah.
No, that makes so much sense. Is there really a difference between happiness and joy? Another happiness one.
I know.
Yeah,
Ooh,
maybe that's your theme today.
Okay, universe. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't know. I feel like some people like, I don't know. I feel like whatever, right? Happy, joy, like it feels good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I need to get too deep into the definitions of the words. I guess if I could try, I think happy is like, okay, this is what I've heard, right? I don't really get too stuck on this, but for me, happiness and joy, I use them interchangeably. But this is something I heard that happiness comes from an external factor.
Oh.
And then joy is something that you cultivate inside of you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I've heard the ones, and this is more in like a churchy space, where it's like happiness is temporary and joy is like long lasting and fulfilling.
Well, it's long lasting and fulfilling, I think, because you cultivate it, right?
No, that's smart.
It's like if I'm cultivating and I'm always with myself, then I can cultivate it anytime. So I can have it for the rest of my life.
No, I think that's really good.
Yeah.
What causes addiction?
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yep,
It's like from one pendulum
yep,
to the next.
Yep.
Well, I think, okay, so I'm just going to say what came to my mind. I think what causes addiction is a lack of understanding on how to deal with life's circumstances,
Yes.
right? So sometimes that comes out in like childhood trauma. In my case, I'm going to keep it real. I don't have a lot of childhood trauma, right? But I do have some addictions. But I think they come from being raised in a very conservative Catholic household where I wasn't really taught a lot about the world. I was very sheltered. I was very shamed for being a curious child. And I think that's what led to a lot of shame about myself. And that's what led to the coping strategies, because I just don't think, I think it was like an underdeveloped part of my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you don't know how to address certain things in life, like your emotions or certain circumstances, then doing what you know is familiar, right? A coping strategy that's familiar, that feels good and gives you that dopamine hit that you need in that moment, I think is like what tends to happen,
Yeah.
right? And why people become addicted. And it's more, I mean, everyone has a different story.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah.
I think that's a really good answer. What is wrong with you?
Now, nothing, because I'm not dating anybody.
Oh, okay.
Everything's great when
It was
I'm
their
single.
fault.
Yeah, it was their fault.
Yeah.
I'm perfect.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
All my friends are. So.
Oh, yeah, yeah. What is wrong with me? I mean, I was kind of joking, but kind of not joking.
Yeah.
Like, life is great when I'm single.
Yeah.
Life is
So
amazing. I've been so happy. Like, I've been doing my own thing. I've been like, I've been hitting the gym, eating healthy, reading, like hanging out with friends. I just started improv. Like,
Amazing.
I'm pouring into my business. Like, I'm doing my thing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm having a lot of fun. But the moment I catch feelings for someone and the moment I become attached, I literally go crazy.
Sucks.
Something about attachment, some underdeveloped shit in my childhood. Maybe I don't have trauma, but like some, obviously, like there's some stuff that must have happened in my childhood that like it's really hard for me to act like a normal person once I'm attached and have feelings for someone. So that's just what
I think a lot of people can relate to that. I think that'll be like helpful for other people to hear. But then also, I think that juxtaposition is so interesting. Like I used to always make like these social media posts when I was like in my 20s and I would be single again and be like, I'm single, everyone. Like, da da da. Like I don't know. I just always thought I had like a line of, at the time, just men like waiting for me to know that I was single, and I'd be like, oh, I'm so good. I'm great. Like, what was I ever doing? And I think it was like a similar thing. I was just not, I didn't know how to have a relationship in like a healthy, balanced way.
Yeah.
Ooh, would you want to know your death date?
Ooh. No.
Really?
No.
Oh, I really would love to know.
Really?
Mine.
Okay.
I would love to know.
Am I allowed to ask you a question?
Sure.
Why?
Because, and this, my knee-jerk reaction is that I would live differently.
Interesting.
Like if I knew I only had a year left, I would probably like quit my jobs and travel and just figure it out. If I knew I had 50 more years, I would keep doing exactly what I'm doing because I know I'm building towards things.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to tell you why I don't want to know.
Yeah.
7 years ago, I hit rock bottom, got into 12-step, blah, blah, blah. I'm alive. Cool. 5 years ago, my mom was on the verge of dying. She was in a coma for 10 days. And I looked at her and I told God, if you give me my mom, I will do whatever you want me to do.
Oh my God.
My mom survived. And so I went to go see an astrologer. And I said, okay, I got to hold my end of the bargain. Like, what do I do? Yeah. And the astrologer says, well, what do you want to do? And I said, I want to be a sex therapist and travel the world. And she goes, then that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
And so I started my business January 2020. So just so folks know, I have my master's degree in social work, my bachelor's degree in gender and women's studies. I managed an adult store for 4 years, and I'm very passionate about sexual health and wellness. I became a sex educator when I was 20. And I was on the path to become a sex therapist anyway, but then my life fell apart and I kind of stopped doing that. But as I was healing more and, working on myself, I felt like, okay, I was ready. My business took off March 2020 during the pandemic. It was like divine timing.
Yeah.
And then February 2021, I moved to Mexico. And since then, I've been a digital nomad, and I've lived in Mexico. I've lived in Spain. I've lived in Colombia. I've lived in Turkey. Like, I'm planning on going to Asia in a few months. And so what you just said is going to sound so fucking corny, but it's true. I kind of live my life as if I'm going to live in a year. I'm going to die in a year.
Yeah.
Like, my heart is like, I don't own anything. I sold all my shit to travel because that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding you. I was going to say the Lord. I never referred to God as the Lord. The Lord, the universe is really in my opinion, or like in my belief system, what has blessed my business and allowed me to like go for my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why I don't want to know when I'm going to die, because I just want to live as if I'm going to die tomorrow either
Yeah.
way.
No, that's great. I mean, I think that's definitely the goal, but I'm not there. I'm like, some days I'm just like, okay, we're waking up. We got to get to work. Don't overthink it or else you won't go. Like, it's just, but I feel like for the first time, I'm like actually building towards things and like consistency and like daily action. Like, that's really important for me right now. So I'm just trying to be like, okay with like being in the process.
And that's hard.
Yeah.
Consistency is something that I really, really struggle with, but I'm working on it too.
Yeah. I was never great with that. What is your birth order?
What is that?
So, do you have siblings?
I do.
Okay, yeah, you do. We've talked about this. So, it is your order, like if you're the youngest, if you're the middle, the oldest.
Okay, I'm the youngest. I'm the baby. And yes, I'm spoiled.
Perfect.
And yes, I'm the favorite.
Oh.
It's all true.
It's all true for Jocelyn.
No, I'm just kidding. My parents are great. But yeah, like I'm also the only girl.
Right.
So,
Yeah. No, so yeah, it's a little different. If you could change one thing about your life, what would it be?
If I could change one thing about my life, I wish I was born into money.
That's one of my questions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wish, like, I love my parents. They've done their best. They're like the epitome of like the American dream. But like, fuck, man. Like, I see people who are just born into families that have wealth, and I'm like, what is that like?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what does it mean to like be born and be like, oh, I never have to worry about money for my entire life?
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I had an ex who was born into money, and I'm just like, you are like, money is never an issue for you. Like, that's really cool. That's just like the one thing I would say like would be cool.
I know, right? Yeah. And then it's like acceptance over, this is my path for whatever reason. What if you don't change?
Oh, fuck. Ew. Ew. I hope I change, man. I love a lot of things about myself, but no, I need to change.
Do you remember in yearbooks, people would write like, have
never
a great
change.
summer, never change. Yeah.
Jesus.
But it's like, but we're like 13 writing that in yearbooks. It's like, we better change.
Yeah.
What?
Honestly, if I don't change, like, not to be dramatic, but like, what's the point of living? Because I don't want to be like this for my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, I love myself, but like,
yeah,
I got work to do.
Position of like loving self currently, but also like, yeah,
I got
the growth of
I got shit to work on.
How long do you think it took me to come up with 250 questions?
Okay, well, when I saw you for your rap party, you were like, you I don't know, you kind of had this like stressful energy. So I'm gonna say,
oh really?
Yeah, about it. So it was either like you came up with like 230 like really quickly, and then the last 20 you were like beating yourself over the head, or they came to you with like a span of a few weeks or months.
The last part.
The last one? Yeah, just like you were living your life. Oh, that would be a good question.
Yeah.
How much? How long?
Oh, yeah, months. Like it took me like maybe like 2 months or longer. However long, like whenever season 1 ended, and then I started being like, oh, I need to keep like a document on my phone and write these questions out. And then like yesterday, it was like crunch time. So I think I wrote like 40 questions yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
And
yeah,
I would just like I was talking to my boyfriend, and then like he would say something and I'd be like, okay, this could be a question. And then he'd be like, what about this question? I'd be like, no, I don't like that, but I like this. And I would come up with something off of that. So
it is the best way to go, because you live your life and you just get inspired by what you do. You go to the store, you see something, oh, that'd be an interesting question. Or like you're in the shower, like, oh, that'd be an interesting question, you know?
Yeah,
so,
literally. How will you feel if you get divorced?
Oh, I am divorced. It sucks. Yeah, I was a 29-year-old divorcee, and I think it was one of the most shameful things that I felt. How do I say that? It was like, I was very ashamed of it.
Yeah.
I was very embarrassed. I was very ashamed. Now, not so much. Like, that was 6 years ago? I mean, we officially broke up 6 years ago now. I'm over it now. It's like, I actually think it's kind of cool to be like, yeah, I'm divorced. But at the time, yeah, it was shameful. It sucked. It just sucks because when you marry someone, come on, like in your mind, you're like, oh, we're going to be 80 years old wiping each other's asses, right? Like that's the plan. And then it doesn't happen. And literally it's like a whole, like almost like whiplash. Like you think your life is going this way, and then suddenly it's like, JK, we're going this way. It's really hard to accept going from here to here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it sucked.
Yeah, totally. Do you know what intersex is?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, give me 1 second. So intersex is an individual that is born with both parts, right? And so their hormones, there's kind of like a cross between their hormones. And the thing that's really fucked up is that for a lot of intersex individuals, sometimes the doctors will ask the parent, like, which gender would you like? Gender, sex, and gender are two different things. Sex is what is in between your legs. Gender is what's in your mind and what you see yourself as. Women can have penises, men can have vulvas. But that's awful, because if that individual grows up and actually realizes that they are the other gender or express themselves in different ways, like they grow up with a lot of trauma and a lot of just like fucked up identity issues.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm glad you got that question.
Yeah. Girl, I'm a sex coach.
Yeah, I know.
I'd be embarrassed if I didn't. I was like, hold on, let me make sure I choose my words wisely. Like, okay, I'm saying this right.
Because I was like, if someone gets that question who doesn't know what it is, because a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
And I think it is important. But I was like, then I have to be the one to explain it. Do you believe in an afterlife?
You know what? I don't know. I don't think I believe in an afterlife the way that people think of it as an afterlife. Like, I don't know. See, I have like a lot of conflicting thoughts around that, because part of me, so I do believe in a higher power in a universe, and there's an energy, right? There's something here. There's something, all right? I don't know. You can call it God, Allah, whatever. There's something. I do understand that. But when it comes to like after death, sometimes I'm like, yeah, that's just it. You just die. You just die and you're gone, right? Or sometimes I think like, oh, maybe you just like hang out as a spirit in the world.
Yeah.
Or maybe I think like, oh, you die and then you go somewhere and then you like, oh shit, that was a crazy ride. Okay, I want to do this now, right? Like they say, like we're a spirit, like having a human experience. And then sometimes I think that we just die and then immediately reincarnate, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. To be honest, I don't know. I think that I've accepted and I'm okay with the idea of not knowing. And
good.
I am open to all possibilities except for heaven and hell.
Oh.
That's one belief system that I don't accept as a real thing.
Do you think if we don't accept it, then it won't happen for us? Like, let's say it is real, right?
But it can't be.
But it can't be.
It can't be. Okay, because you know why? Not everyone is born with the belief of Jesus Christ.
Right.
Right? Christianity developed heaven and hell, right?
So I was raised Christian, and I was raised to think if the gospel doesn't get to you, then you get to automatically go to heaven.
Oh, well, that's not fucking fair. That is not fair. So it's like, oh, you knew about Jesus and you rejected him, like tough noogies.
And I would be like, well, then why are missionaries going to these places? Like, let them just.
Okay, but can I just say, though, I'm sorry, with the state of the world right now, oh my God, like, that's another thing, right? Because people who are running the U.S. government right now believe that they are holy Christian people.
Yeah,
and let's
wild.
be honest, they're fucking terrible people, right?
Yeah.
So then you think, oh, and then I'm sorry, like, people can believe whatever they want to believe. The most beautiful people I've ever met in my life have been atheists, agnostics, people that actually don't believe in a higher power because they just believe in being a good person. And a lot of people who I know are Christian are actually really hateful people, right?
That's horrible.
So then, anyway, it goes back to like, well, if that's true, like, then what is true?
Right.
Like, sometimes I think, like, did we just enter the Twilight Zone and, like, actually the people in charge are the chosen ones and we're over here,
Oh,
like,
no!
like, yeah, my brother was like, what, doesn't it make you think, like, oh, am I crazy? Or, like, maybe I am a heathen because I believe in trans rights or because I accept LGBTQIA. I don't know. My mind goes crazy with all these thoughts. But anyways, no, heaven and hell is one I reject.
Yeah, sure. That last point is really interesting. Like, what if we are the ones who are being like inclusive and loving, but we're wrong somehow.
Yeah, it's
That's
weird.
insane.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I will never own a home.
Oh, no.
Is that true?
No, absolutely not. I don't care about things. If I end up living on a hammock in the beach in Mexico, then that's my life. I genuinely don't care
I want to
about
be a
things.
homeowner so bad. Oh yeah.
Really? Interesting. That's
There,
not,
I
yeah.
grew up in the suburbs, and like I think like college degrees, homeownership, being married, like those are all things that were just so drilled into me that I've like pulled away from a lot. And then now as I'm getting older, I'm kind of like going back to them, like, oh, having my own house would be so nice. But I want it all. It's like I also want to travel a bunch. I also want all the tattoos. I also want all the things. Like, I'm greedy. Why are we friends?
Oh my God. Okay. It's funny. Okay, I was talking to someone earlier today about me coming here who knows you. Vince, he was in the season
Oh
1.
yeah, season 1, Vince.
And as I was talking about it, I literally thought to myself, like, oh, I'm so excited to see Amy. I'll tell you why I'm your friend. You are so magnetic.
Oh, thank
There's
you.
a magnetic energy about you, and I fucking love your laugh.
Oh,
Like, your
thank
laugh
you.
makes me so happy. And also, I feel like my energy is reciprocated with you in our friendship. Like, you open up to me equally as much as I open up to me. So I open up to you, so that makes me feel safe. And also have fun every time I'm with you. I feel like I could be myself and you don't judge me.
Yay,
And that means a lot to me.
good. Yeah, I love it. I also, before I forget, so I still don't know the name of your podcast.
Oh, it's The Fearful Goddess.
The Fearful Goddess. Maybe you did tell me. I still have to look it up though. So check out her podcast.
Yay.
How does a poor person break out of poverty?
Okay, so I truly believe that you are what you think you are.
Okay.
And I think that it starts with the mindset. I think that it definitely starts with believing that more is possible for you. Even just the belief of saying, okay, I'm making X amount of money. I believe I can make 100 more. I believe I can do a little more. I believe that this is somewhat in my hands, right? I think a lot of poor people can start to have a victim mentality because victim mentalities are comfortable, right? It's the government. It's because I'm a person of color. It's because la 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 la, right? But the truth of the matter is, if you can start to believe better for yourself, then what happens is that your mind starts to open up possibilities around you and starts to see opportunities everywhere. And once you can start to see those opportunities, you can start changing your life. I truly believe in the power of manifestation.
Yeah.
And like believing that something is like possible for you and be able to like see it, right? It doesn't have to be like, if a person is in poverty, it doesn't have to be like, oh, they're going to be a millionaire, even though like that would be fucking amazing. But even if they can bring in $1,000 more a month, just thinking like, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can bring in $1,000 more a month. How?
Yeah.
Right? And then your brain starts to work on different ways on how you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. I like it. This ties into something you already talked about. Why do some people hate Christians so much?
Oh, Jesus. Trump. Because Christians, I don't want to offend anybody. I grew up Catholic, so I'm going to speak to my experience.
And then I'll also just say, I know some like really phenomenal Christians that aren't the stereotype, and they've like helped create a lot of healing for me. So I just want to, it takes all types.
Yeah.
It takes all types.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. Catholicism did a number on me.
Yeah.
A lot of judgment.
Yeah.
A lot of high horsey energy. Like I'm better than you energy.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because Jesus Christ is fucking dope. Like if you take out Christianity and just listen to his teachings, like Jesus Christ was a revolutionary.
Yeah.
He was super down to earth. He was like, in my opinion, a stoner. Like he's just like love for all, like, you know, but then you have Christianity, like the religion that just kind of fucks everything up. But my experience has just been like a lot of shame, a lot of fear, a lot of judgment that I've received from Christians growing up.
Right.
Yeah.
And I like to think of it as more of like flawed people who like misused and misunderstood a text and weaponized it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done a lot of like healing in that area too. But
I still
hear
have a
you.
lot more healing to do,
Yeah.
to be honest. Yeah.
What part of your life are you most satisfied with?
This is going to be kind of a blanket statement. I have everything I need.
Great.
I'm eating every day. After this, I'm gonna go eat In-N-Out. I was like, I'm gonna have me a burger after this interview.
Yeah.
Like, I got water. I have a cozy bed. I have a roof over my head. My family's alive and well.
Yeah.
I have really great friends. I have my health, right?
Yeah.
Like, my body is fucking amazing. My body takes care of me. Like, I have everything I need. And that's fucking awesome. And I'm really grateful for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just have such like a good, happy, positive attitude, and like I can't with you. And like I remember when like we met, you were going through your
I was
breakup,
going
right?
through it.
Yeah. And I just remember you being like, I'm not usually like this, and I like, but I knew that. I was like, yeah, I believe you, and that's why I was just like, I mean, I was in acceptance about where you were at, and I wasn't worried about it.
I was a mess. A hot mess express.
I
couldn't get through a sentence without crying.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Look
Well,
at
I'm
you
happy
now.
you believed
Look
me.
at you now.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
She back.
Yeah. Back in your power. Okay. Final question for all my guests.
Let's go.
If this were the only surviving audio clip of you left in existence, what do you want people to know?
That even though it doesn't always seem like it, my heart really is almost always in the right place. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I still make a lot of mistakes, but truly, honestly, I've never wanted to hurt anybody, cause harm to anybody, and I genuinely do mean well.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
I have wanted to harm people before. So that you can say that is so impressive. I'm impressed. Well, that's it.
Yay, this was so much fun.
Yay,
Thank you for having me. Yeah, this was great. Thank you.
Of course. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.